Hey Coach, it's Joe Salas here. Today I'm going to show you my favorite pass. This is our bread and butter quick game. Most years this is our number one pass. Every year it's either a number one or a number two. It's my favorite one because I feel like I've got an answer for everything that the defense can show us. You know, we got a way to counter punch anything that they're doing to us. I've shown it on video before, so I'll quickly go through the base play, but then I want to get into the tags, and I also want to give you some 3x1 because I got a YouTube buddy who keeps harassing me about 3x1. But you're going to see, my concept of 3x1 is to keep the play as close to possible as it is in 2x2. So out of 2x2, 7 and 9, remember it's a mirrored route. Now, when we got this from Hal, I think Hal runs this concept on one side and he runs another concept on the back side, or at least that's the way he used to do it. I can remember maybe having a slant shoot combination on one side and a smash concept on the other, but we pretty quickly turned it into a mirror route, and it's really been a great play for us. So 7 and 9, the kids know that it's a mirrored route, so the numbers actually telling the quarterback which way to look first. So we'll call this purple 7, so we know this is the 7 side. So the quarterback will look opposite coming out the gate. So it will be, and his progression: slant, slant, shoot, check down. That's what he memorizes in his head. Slant, slant, shoot, check down. So slant, he would go opposite first, then he'd come back play side, then shoot, and then check down. Our check down, our F tries to get 3 yards deep, and he wants to be straight in front of the quarterback and obviously be able to see the quarterback so the quarterback can see him. So what we feel this turns into is a man side. He's catching the ball, popping his feet. He's looking to that opposite side right now. If it's open, he's stinging it right now. If it's not there, then he's working fast feet back to the play side. So it goes slant, slant, and you see these little doohickeys I got here. That's because he can work first window, he can work second window, or he can keep going. It's a get open, find grass kind of slant. Then shoot, and then check down. So that's the base play. Now, what happens to you in real life? How do we start counterpunching this thing? Well, we know the first thing is we get corners that, even though they're supposed to be playing the zone concept, they end up chasing or cheating down or peeking inside too much, and that leads to the first one, which is we just wheel the thing. So now the shoot route turns into a wheel, and that's usually going to be a big play because the rest of their defense is playing zone, so they don't have anyone running with that guy. So usually that's a free big play when that corner is cheating in there when he's not supposed to be. All right, the second thing that happens, and this happens mainly out of too high look, is you start popping this thing a little bit, and now the safeties, because we feel like the underneath coverage is going to struggle stopping this. They're having to defend the entire field. We got a slant, and all the way to the sideline. We got a shoot route, and we've even got the middle cover. So they're defending sideline to sideline on this thing. They run out of people. So if they're in too high, now you're going to get the safeties start getting nosy on those slants, and sometimes they'll light us up. A safety, we're catching this thing 10, 12 yards deep sometimes, and a safety coming down can really hammer us sometimes. So as soon as that starts happening, as soon as that safety starts getting nosy, then we have a little tag where this guy now will pipe this thing. So he starts on the slant, the quarterback pumps him, and he takes off down for the pipe shot. Almost two things: extremely high completion rate on this once you get good at it. And then second, it's almost always a touchdown when you hit it. Some of our biggest games ever, we've hit pipe calls for touchdowns because we're just looking for that safety to get nosy. Now, once you train them, that safety cannot come down, well, now you're picking on underneath coverage that they don't have enough people on. So those would be our big two counter punches. We got what if the corner's cheating? We're going to wheel them. What if the safety's cheating down? We're going to pipe call it, and we've got two huge plays coming off of 7 and 9, our bread and butter play. The next one, and I'm not going to draw these up because I'm going to let you use your imagination, but Now, what do we do when they go ahead and just say man up on us? They're going to man up and they're going to say our athletes, our athletes are better than your athletes. What you going to do about it? Well, now you got to be able to rub two different ways. You got to be able to rub the corner off the slant, and you got to be able to rub the walk off the inside guy. So we'll have one call where we're trying to free the slant, and we'll have another call where we're trying to rub the walk player and take the wide on the wheel route. And we run those. That's our counter punch to man covers. Then you can start messing around with your formations and your alignments. You start getting them closer, you start stacking them, you start doing different things that way. All that is just to mess with the man coverage. All right, so now let's look at it when we go 3x1. And when I'm going 3x1, I'm thinking two things. One is I want to attack the field, and two, I want to get them into a one high look. So we would move the H over, we bring the Y over, and now Z's on the ball. On the base coverage, it is still the same exact read for the quarterback. It is slant, shoot, check down. So we got a slot left 7 call. We've got a backside slant. That's the man side. We've got a front side slant. He's still finding the window. Now we've got the H running a slant, and his rule is he has to come underneath the wheel, and he cannot stop. So he is there's no finding grass for him. He's got to clear the thing. And now Y still has his shoot route. So base rule, it would be slant, shoot, check down. Exact same read for the quarterback. Everything works the same. Now, usually we're putting the trips to the field, but we have a few times where we have sometimes where we put the trips to the boundary, and now you've got all that grass to work with, and you got easy slants a lot of times. So you can work with it both ways, but typically we're putting the trips to the field, and we're putting the F opposite. We've run the F out of the backfield on the wheel before. We've gotten big plays off of that. You can still do all the different rubs and pipes and wheels. You can still do all that stuff also. Now, one of our next big things that happens is we just make a little call where we change the progression on this thing. We just give them a little signal, and now the quarterback, instead of going normal, he is going to go inside outside. So now it just turns into 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing else changed. So we're just reading the slant side. Well, why would we do that? We're getting box pressure. We're getting a lot of heat coming off the inside backers on blitz. Would be the main reason why. There's another reason I can't remember right now, but that's the main one. Is we're getting if we're getting over expansion out of the box. If we're getting over expansion and we feel like this guy's over expanding trying to take it away, we feel like we can come underneath him and get back into the hole and make a play there. So those would be the two reasons. But usually it's when we're getting heat coming out of the box, we want to change that read and just get the easy one right here real fast. And that would be it. I told you this one right here, we're coming out of the backfield. 3x1 to the field mainly, sometimes opposite if we want to get, work this guy in grass. But those are big tags. It's been a great play for us over the years. Almost every year it's our #1 pass. I want to do this. I'm going to put the camera on this real quick. I'm speaking at a clinic in April, and I want you guys to know about it because the Godfather's going to be there. Coach Mumme is coming down. He's going to be speaking both days at this clinic. Even going to have a question and answer session. So it's Coach Mumme, and then basically every good air raid guy in the state of North Carolina is going to be there. At first it looks like the price is pretty expensive, $75, but then not only you got Coach Mumme there, but he's feeding you, Coach Simmons is putting this on, he's feeding you dinner on Friday night and lunch and breakfast on Saturday. So looks to be a fantastic clinic. Hope you can come and be a part of it. Thank you.